having allowed that exchange of contact information between Mr. Brooks and his client to take place, and also confirmed his mailing and email for the court's purposes, so we can get him a copy of his next court date. Mr. Brooks, are you going to remain, or would you like to be excused? What's your?
I would prefer to be excused.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
None.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. Good luck with your client. We'll see you in a couple weeks, or next week on this one. Okay, let's go to Ms. Berger next. Have you been able to chat with your client? The petition seems to indicate that perhaps he's not wishing to be continued to be considered as guardian once the case resolves.
I've not been able to discuss that with him, Your Honor. But I don't believe that he would necessarily be objecting. I know that he wishes he were able to physically provide care, ongoing care for the minor child, but that he is currently unable to do so. I would ask if he has anything else to say to the court today.
Okay, Mr. Rush, would you mind coming up to our podium for a moment? Deputy Ames, if you could swear him in.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Right.
All right, Ms. Berger, would you like to do your client, or would you like me to?
I can, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Mr. Rush, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Did you receive a copy of the petition to terminate the parental rights?
Through email, yes.
Okay. And were you able to review that?
Yes.
And do you object to that, or are you in agreement with that?
No, I'm in agreement with that due to my physical limitations.
And do you think that you are physically able to care for the minor child at this point?
No,
Do you have anything else that you want to say to the court today?
I still want to be involved in visitations or visiting if I could until the court decides whether she needs to be placed somewhere else or adoption.
Okay. Okay, and I don't think the department would have an objection to that at this time. I have no other questions, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, do you have any objection to what Mr. Rush is asking?
No, Your Honor. I believe that he also stated that on the record in our May hearing, and I think that really prompted us to look at alternative permanency options for the minor, hence filing the termination petitions to allow for adoption.
All right, Ms. Pardo Juarez, I know you're logged in with our young person there. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, would there be any problem with Mr. Rush continuing to be able to visit and be involved with DJ's care and services up there?
No, there would not be. He has been a very reliable support for DJ, and their visits go extremely well. So we would definitely support them to continue to have that contact.
All right, very good. Would you need me to authorize that in a court order in any way, shape, or form, or are you able to just facilitate that without formal recognition?
I'm able to facilitate that without it. I would just ask her foster worker, Ava, if that's something that she would need on her end.
Okay. No, that's okay. I think as long as you don't need it, then we'll go to her in a minute here. I do want to go to Mr. Howitt. Do you find that to be in the best interest of the child?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So from here then, Mr. Rush, you're always welcome to join us for the hearings to hear what's happening. But I would be inclined to release you from having to come to the hearings. Okay, now you still have your rights as a guardian under the guardianship file, which is separate from this one, right?
Right.
You'll need to look into asking for those rights to be terminated. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so there should be some forms in the clerk's office that can get you started on that. And if you need further assistance, Ms. Berger I'm sure would be willing to help you at least figure out the steps that you need to take in order to be relieved of those obligations as well. Okay? All right. Anything else for the record or any other objections on what the court is moving towards for Mr. Resch? Please launch them now.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
None, Your Honor.
I have no objections to that. I do have something else though, after we're done addressing that.
Okay, all right. So we'll go Ms. Copus just very briefly before we go any further. Ms. Copus, do you need any formal recognition, in your opinion, in a court order to allow Mr. Resch to continue to be part of DJ's life?
We do not. For policy, this would be active engagement with relatives. And like was previously stated, he has proven to be a true positive support for DJ.
Yes, and thank you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're all set. If you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to go, that's okay too.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Take care and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Stang.
Yes, thank you. I just would like to move to adjourn the rest of today's hearing. I only set aside an hour for this hearing and have another obligation starting at 3:30 or at 2:30, sorry, that I have to be at.
Well, our review was scheduled for today and combined termination trial for the rest of the afternoon. It was scheduled for an hour, but obviously we had the pre-trial to take care of, as well as a review and permanency planning hearing. If the other attorneys are inclined to allow that, I can look at next week. I have Wednesday morning, the entire morning. Obviously Thursday morning we'll be back as it relates to Mr. Rublitis. And those are the best timeframes for me. If we don't use one of those, it would be Friday the 29th in the afternoon. Your position on the request for adjournment, Ms. Thomas.
Your Honor, as it relates to the termination component of the hearing, we would need an adjournment anyway. We did not have that 14 days personal service. I don't know that mom has necessarily been in contact with Ms. Copus in order for service to be effectuated. So I think we would be safe to move it out at least a month.
Well, that sounds like a question Ms. Dumont can help us with. Ms. Dumont, did your client have a copy of the termination petition?
Yes, Your Honor, I just gave it to her today from Ms. Copus.
All right, very good. So I'm assuming you would want more time than next week.
Yeah, we have no objection to a 30-day adjournment.
Okay, well, let me see what that looks like on the calendar first.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. DJ would like to say something when you can give her a chance to, please.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. Let me have a look at the calendar and see what we can do about our next date. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, right now, it looks like I can do Wednesday, September 17th in the afternoon, starting at 1:30. Does that work for anyone?
That works for me.
Ms.
I'm
Dumont,
available, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Stang, Ms. Thomas,
That works for me as well.
Mr. Howard, that leaves Ms. Berger.
Your Honor, I'm not sure that you still need me if my client's been released.
That's true. Would you like to be released as well?
I would. I'll stay for the remainder of today's hearing though, as my client has decided to.
All right, very good. Appreciate that. Okay, so it looks like we are cleared to continue today's hearing on termination, the request for termination, the review and permanency planning hearing as it relates to Ms. Cassandra Resch. So we'll continue this to Wednesday, September 17th, starting at 1:30. Okay, so typically what that means is all prior orders remain in full force and effect. That means continued placement for DJ in Wedgwood, and all prior orders of visitation and case services and everything else just would remain status quo until we come back on the 17th. Are there any requests for changes or anything else for the record other than DJ's comments for today?
No, Your Honor.
No.
All right, Ms. Pardo Juarez, I would welcome DJ to share any comments for today before we adjourn until the end of the month next month or mid-month.
Hi, Honor. I just really want to go home. I've been getting hit by peers and I've been getting hit in the head and I just want to be at home where I feel safe. And because I've been getting hit a lot from all these peers and I've been getting 2 head concussions. And I just want to be safe and be at home with my mom.
Okay, thanks, TJ.
I just wanted to tell you that.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You've got an attorney and a guardian ad litem, and hopefully they'll be able to chat with you about what's happening over there and what's gonna be happening moving forward. I wish I could give you what you're asking for. And I'm sorry to hear about, what's happening there. But I'm sure that we can count on Mr. Howard to check into that, and for advocacy, and help from Ms. Stang in looking at, maybe options and maybe, what's been happening with you up there. And then we'll talk about it again, September 17th at 1:30.
Hey, Arnie.
Thank you for coming, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, we'll talk to you soon. For today.